Hey friends, I'm just making this video just to share with you my experience with Lyme so far and why I posted a GoFundMe on social media for some financial support and just prayer support so you guys kind of know what's going on and how I'm approaching the disease overall. So I have a caring bridge that I kind of shared a little bit about what I've done so far and how I've taken action on treatment, and I've shared with on social media before kind of the conclusion that we've come to, but I just thought that seeing my face and hearing a little more about how I'm doing with it and the approach that I'm currently on and how long I've been home and what's been happening since I've been home too, a little bit with just things here. So about around this time last year, actually, I started having symptoms. I was super fatigued, super weak, my hair started falling out, and prior to just seeing those symptoms, I was also super sick. Like most of the spring, I had the flu like twice, I had colds, my body was just getting hit really hard with a lot of things, and I didn't really know what was going on. I was like, why is this happening? And then by the end of April, when the hair loss started happening, I was like, okay, there's something wrong. So I began to searched for a primary doctor and got word from somebody from school that her mom has this office that's more of a natural type of stuff. I don't really know how to explain it. She just does some natural stuff. So so I got into my primary. She found antibodies in my blood saying I have a potential autoimmune disease, and she referred me to a rheumatologist. But at the same time, I was still going to the natural medicine doctor. Sorry, my sister's dog is barking and you can hear it really loudly. But anyways, so I got testing done through the natural stuff, and they kind of come to the conclusion that potentially I have candida overgrowth, and that was really affecting my gut and could be one of my main issues right now. So I started treating it as that and was like, okay, gut issue. Don't really know how that can make hair loss and make me feel this way, but okay, I'll take you at your word. So I was like, okay, continue getting testing done with traditional medicine because that's all I've really ever experienced. So natural stuff was kind of like, whoa, this is the danger zone. Like, this is not going to be good. Like, what am I doing? What am I spending money on? But I was just trusting them. Like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was going on with my body. My traditional doctor didn't really know what was going on. And she was like, oh, this is weird. The rheumatologist didn't really know either. He was like, why are you in my office? It only sounds like you have digestive issues and hair loss. Like, what? So he ended up referring me to a dermatologist. So he didn't really know why I was even in the office, kind of thing. And I was like, okay, cool, sweet. You don't really know why I'm in the office, but I'm here. He did some testing still, ruled out lupus and a couple other things. And I was like, okay, what's next? So end of June, I had a fainting scare, and the natural medicine practitioner was like, yeah, you probably are reacting to mold, yada, yada, yada. We can get some further testing done by you going somewhere in Indiana. And I was like, okay, I'll do whatever at this point. I just want to find out what's going on. And so I was like, okay, I'll do whatever. And ended up going to Indiana, getting blood work, not blood work, but having my blood looked at under a microscope. And so they looked at it, they saw some things, and they're like, this is what's causing your autoimmune response. And I was like, okay. He wrote down some supplements and gave me this paper and was like, here, this is what I can give you. They can't technically diagnose you there because they're not like actual doctors. So I was like, this is weird. I don't really feel like I got answers. Left there completely confused, crying in the car, like, why the heck did I drive this far? I didn't actually get answers. He didn't diagnose me. I don't know anything. But the next day, I went to my natural medicine doctor, and she was like, yeah, from this list, we know that you have Lyme disease. And I was like, okay, cool. I had Lyme disease. But I, was in their office, started crying. But I really started crying when I got in my car. I was like, Lord, what does this mean? What is this gonna mean for my future and what you have in store? I don't understand. Started getting really angry. And just was kind of at a loss, why did it take so long to get answers? Because I didn't get answers till almost the end of July. So that was about 3 months of just seeing symptoms, getting testing done kind of thing. And so I continued with the natural doctor because I was like, my traditional medicine doctor didn't really know what was going on with me. I feel more comfortable with the natural at this point because they diagnosed me. And through the fall, I continued with them, and I continued treatment up until December with them. I was doing colonics, cleaning out my gut, kind of doing some healing because I found some things in there that like I just needed to do some healing with. And had my last treatment in December, beginning of December before Christmas break. I was like, okay, I can't really afford treatment for the next month, so I'm just gonna take some time off. So I ended up taking some time off from treatment. I couldn't afford it, was just worn out, wasn't seeing the results I wanted, like just expected things to kind of happen a lot faster than what they were. So I took about a month and a half to almost 2 months off of treatment. My friend then that also has Lyme disease referred me to another doctor. She was more certified. She does natural medicine as well, but she was seeing results from her. And I was like, okay. And she was being told like she would go into remission really, really soon. She's not in remission yet, but we have hope. But so I started treatment with them about a month and a half, almost 2 months now, and got testing done. Got a new diet. I've been on some crazy diets for this last year just to heal myself and help with inflammation. And they just gave me supplements to help with the inflammation and try to, what they call kill the Lyme kind of thing and detox it from my body. And they also have this biomagnetic therapy as well that I am like planning on doing with them, but my finances weren't where they were like I wanted them to be when I started the treatment. So I was only able to do half of what they even suggested. I only got half of the supplements. I couldn't do the biomagnetic therapy when I started with them. I was just really defeated at that point. Like, I can't afford this, Lord. Like, what's going on? Like, you gave me this diagnosis. I know what's going on, but I can't afford the things that you're like bringing to me to do to treat it. Like, I can't do this. And so I treated it for that month. The coronavirus stuff started happening. I was on supplements for probably a month with them. I've been home now for almost a month and a half. I've been out of supplements almost the entire time, and I can't afford them. I don't have finances. I don't have a job that I've actually started yet. I am hired somewhere. I am like working on unemployment and trying to get finances figured out. But just with the coronavirus, it's just hard to start working, and they have to keep on pushing the date back and pushing the date back and pushing the date back. So I'm posting this to just get support and help financially from you guys. And I haven't really shared a lot about this. I posted a post about it a couple months ago, I think, back when it was getting really bad. And this is the part I'm going to cry about. Throughout all of this, I've struggled with a lot of depression. And it was mainly like just adjusting to the new lifestyle I had to begin to put it into action. New diet. I couldn't work out as much because my body just couldn't handle it anymore. And I just was like so confused. Like, Lord, all of a sudden I was healthy and then all of a sudden I'm not. And just hitting that and understanding that and kind of processing through the change of my body and what was going on was just so hard. And I hit a really, really deep depression, like December, I would say, when I stopped treatment, because I just was so defeated. I didn't feel like I could do anything for myself. I just felt like I was in this all by myself, and I couldn't ask for support when I really know I can. We have a body, and we have people that want to help, and I just didn't want to ask for it. And so I am now asking for it. I would say this last month has been really, really hard on me. I'm going in a deep spiral again, and that's really hard to admit to everyone. Like, people don't talk about their depression, but really a lot of us are struggling with it right now, especially in isolation. So I just wanted to share a little bit about the experience and what I'm doing and how I can't afford things right now. It is a long road I have ahead, I think. I don't know how long it is, but it is a road, and I know the Lord has a plan, and I need to trust him. And this is me trusting him that he'll provide through you guys. And this is where my heart is and how I'm doing. It's an emotional road. It's been a long road this last year, a confusing road, but I know the Lord is going to take care of me through this. So if you can just prayerfully consider supporting me. If you can't, just pray for me. Just to trust the Lord that he's going to provide, and treatment's going to happen the way it is, and remission will happen when it does, because I can go into remission. I don't know when. I don't know how long that's going to take and whatnot, but I just wanted to share a little bit about how I'm doing and how this disease is really affecting me. And I love you guys. I hope you're reaching out to people during this time this really weird isolation, and I love you all, and I'm just thinking about your health and praying for all your health as well. And thank you, and I hope you have a great afternoon, and thank you for listening, and just pray for me, and